Hello friends and welcome to the third part of this video tutorial series on molecular dynamics. In previous video we have seen how to simulate a multi-particle system in the presence of a Coulomb potential. In this part we will take an example of a gravitational potential and see how our particles or say planets behave in this gravitational force. So without wasting time, let's start now. So this is the theory for gravitational force, guys. For a system of n particles, the gravitational force acting on the ith particle is given by this equation. Here this Fi is the force on ith particle, this Mi is the mass of ith particle, and this Ri is the distance from the origin. Here this capital G is the universal gravitational constant. As we are using normalized unit, we will assume that it is 1. One more thing is, here we can see there's a negative sign. This indicates that this gravitational force is the attractive potential, or sorry, it is the attractive force. Another thing is potential energy associated to the system. So for a system of n particle, the potential energy of a system is given by this expression. We have two summation here, these two are the mass and this is distance from the origin. Okay, so let's jump to our first example, guys. So this example states that we have two particles of same mass and these particles are placed on the x-axis. Initial velocities are as depicted in this image. As you can see here, this for this guy, this velocity vector is pointing upward, and for this one, it is pointing downward. Okay, and we want to study the motion of such system, and also want to plot kinetic energy, potential energy, and total energy associated to this system. But before we simulate this system, I want to know from you guys what will happen in this case. See, first possibility is that as we have initial velocity, they may just fly away due to this initial kinetic energy, right? But there is another possibility that as this gravitational force is attractive in nature, they may just stick to each other. So what will happen? What you think? Let's find out answer for this problem. So let me go to my spider. So as I said, first thing we must do is we open our inputs.txt file. In this case, we want to simulate two particles or say two planets. Then we must write n is equal to 2. We want to run this simulation for 10 normalized units of time. So I'm writing here 10. This is dt, which I am taking 10 raised to minus 3. The next thing is initial.py. These are the inputs for first problem. As you can see, these two particles are on x-axis. This one is for this list is for x coordinate and this list is for y coordinate. These are the velocities, okay, and this list is for mass. As you can see, they both have identical masses. So let's initialize our problem. Okay. So we have initialized our problem. Let's now run our main program, main.py. This will simulate our problem and generate the text file. Okay. Now we also want to plot this data. So I am running this plot data.py file. Let's run this thing and see what we are getting. So yes. So all three energies are constant. This orange kinetic energy is constant. Total energy of system is also constant, and potential energy is also constant. Let's animate our result and see what kind of dynamics we are getting, and let me skip 100 data points so that our simulation run faster. Okay, so they are moving in a kind of a circular path. Okay, and as we can see here that all three energies are remaining constant. And importance of this kind of system is, in this kind of a case, angular momentum remains constant, right? So we can say that angular momentum of this system is conserved. Now let's shift our focus on result and discussion what we have learned from this system. Okay, so first thing is our total energy is remaining constant, right? That means our simulation is correct. Okay, and kinetic energy and potential energy are also constant. That means there is no interaction between kinetic energy and potential energy. So we have a constant angular momentum. So initially we have guessed that they may fly away or may stick to each other, but there is a perfect balance between them. They are just moving in a circular path. Let's take another example. Example number 2. Consider a system of two particles of different masses. So this one is a heavy particle and this one is light particle. You can assume that this is our kind of a planet Earth and this is a moon, for example. Okay, the heavy particle is at rest and placed at the origin. So this guy doesn't have any initial velocity. However, the light particle is moving towards the heavy particle, as we can see in this figure. So this is how it is approaching towards our heavy particle, and we want to study the dynamics of this system. So what will happen? Let's find out answer for this problem and simulate this result, right? Let me first close this figure. Okay, and yeah, okay, so let me first open this input.txt file, and in this case also we want to simulate two particles, right? And we want to run this simulation for 4 normalized time units of normalized time. Let's save this thing and quickly go to our initial.py file, and yes, these are the inputs for our second experiment. As you can see here in this mass, this one is for light particle and this mass is for our heavy particle. That means that our heavy particles is 4 times heavier than our light particles. Let's see what kind of result we are getting. So we have initialized our parameters by running this code, and now we will simulate our main.py and see what kind of result we are getting. Okay, it's time for plot.py. Okay, so we are getting this kind of a energy profile. We have 2 sharp peaks in kinetic energy and 2 peaks here in potential energy. And the good news is our total energy is remaining constant. That means our simulation is correct. Let's study the dynamics of such system, and let me skip only 25 data points as I want to see what will happen. Okay, so this is our heavy particle, here you can see, and yeah, this is our heavy particle. So you can see that this light particle is kind of tracing an ellipse, right? And yeah, it is approaching towards our heavy particle, and see what will happen. Okay, so there is another spike in kinetic energy and potential energy, and it is tracing in a kind of a ellipse, and this heavy particle is hardly moving. Okay, so this was the dynamics, guys, for this problem. Let's go to result and discussion. So we have learned that this light particle is kind of tracing an ellipse, okay, elliptical trajectory, and this heavy particle is hardly moving. Okay, and one more thing which we have learned from this system is that whenever these two particles come closer to each other, we have a kind of a sharp peak in kinetic energy. This is because the interaction is very high, so that's why there is a exchange in potential energy in kinetic energy. So that's why we are getting this kind of spikes. And one more thing, guys, I have run this simulation for 15 seconds of normalized time, as you can see here, and I got 7 spikes, right? That means in 15 normalized seconds, they have come closer to each other 15 times. And I have also plotted the trajectory of these two particles. This ellipse kind of trajectory is for light particle, and this red curve is for heavy particle. As you can notice here, our heavy particle hardly moves, and this is the case when our heavy particle is 4 times heavier than light particle. Now it is a kind of exercise for you guys that you find out that what will happen if our heavy particle is 10 times heavier than light particle. What will happen if our heavy particle is 100 times heavier than light particle. You will notice that this thing will almost remain constant. Okay, so that's a kind of exercise for you guys. You simulate your result. I have uploaded this codes on my GitHub, so you can easily find them on GitHub on my GitHub account. So do some exercise and let me know in comment section what you got. Right, let's move to our third example, which is a kind of a complicated example. In this system we have 3 particles, right? 3 particle system. This all particles have a same mass and velocities are as depicted here in this image. As you can see, this first particle has this kind of a velocity, this guy has a velocity in downward direction, and this particle is initially at rest, so it is not moving initially, right? And we want to study this system and kind of plot this kinetic energy, potential energy, and total energy of this system. So what will happen? We have seen that in a binary system, okay, if we forgot this particle in this 2 particle system, they kind of move in a circular path. So what will happen in this case? Let's find out answer for this problem. So let me go to my inputs.txt file. We want to simulate 8 particles, 8 asteroids, you can say, and we want to run this simulation for 6 normalized units of time. Okay, let's initialize our problem. Okay, so these are the inputs for our 3 particle system. Let me save all the changes and run this thing. We have initialized our parameters. Let me run this main.py program. Okay, and lastly I want to plot my data. Okay, so I'm getting this kind of a energy profile, guys. As you can see here, we have 3 peaks in our kinetic energy, and in this case also our energy, total energy, is remaining constant. Let's see what kind of animation we are getting. Okay, let me skip 50 data points. Okay, so this guy was initially at rest. Okay, and this guy is moving in a kind of a circular path. Okay, and yeah, we have another peak here. So as we can see here, whenever this two particle comes closer to each other, we have a kind of a spike in our kinetic energy. So this ends the simulation. Let me go to my result and discussion part. So we have learned that peaks are due to this two particles interaction, right? Whenever this two particle comes closer to each other, we have a sharp peak in our kinetic energy profile. And this guy was moving in a circle. Okay, and luckily here also our total energy is remaining constant. Means our answer is correct for this problem. And this ends the third part, guys. In this third part, we have covered some theory portion of this gravitational potential and also taken some examples on this gravitational potential. In next part, we will discuss LJ potential.